Yeah, man, we back with this halftime report. Rockets versus Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Rockets is up 10 right now, 57-47 at the halftime. I got my man Slaughter. I call him Slaughterhouse, though. My man Slaughterhouse in the building, man. What's good?
It's all it's I mean, it was a great first half, so what's not to be happy about?
Not much to not be happy about. I'll say this though. That shooting is not sustainable. It's not what we do. It's not in our DNA. It's not in our personality. However, I'll say this: who is shooting the ball? That's a working formula.
Yeah,
It's Jabari, it's Dylan, it's Fred. If them guys are the ones shooting the threes like that, I live with it. I'm good. But if it's Jalen jacking up a bunch of threes and Tari, you know, if they shooting too much, or if Şengün decide he tired of the paint and he's shooting three, all right, that's when I have a problem. But who is shooting the ball does matter. What's going on, Coach?
What's good?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna let y'all two cook on this halftime because, in my opinion, I think we had a good half. But I'm just saying things that are not really translatable for what we do. But I'm gonna let y'all cook. Slaughter, man. Let's have it, bro. What's your thoughts?
yeah. I mean, I think the things that stood out to me during the first half was it seems like I know we were talking about the chat, but the ball was moving more, and I thought not only was the ball moving, but it seems like Şengün's rediscovering some of that creativity. He's either reading things faster or
Yeah.
something's just clicking where he's really, I mean, he made that turnover on that last one in the corner, but that is the type of, I mean,
That's
he
okay.
should have dumped it off to him in right there.
Yeah,
They just kind of
that's
read what
all
he was doing, but it was a good thought, right? Like you can live with that turnover because he's making paint touches. He's finding the open guy. And he did that 3 or 4 times, found Fred on top of the key off after a nice Euro. And then that corner to pass to Tari, he missed a 3 in the corner, but it was still a good pass. I thought Şengün's defense was also really good. He had a couple really bright moments. I thought he played, some good drop coverage on Rudy in the PNR, which is really not his strength. He doesn't do it well, but I thought he's contesting, he's keeping his hands up, making himself big. Jabari's defense was really nice. I know you noted the one on Randall where he didn't bite at all on that up and under pump fake. He stood there. He, obviously watched the film, and that was awesome to see. Obviously the block is going to get a lot of headlines. That's the type of stuff. I mean, like it's time that we need to see Jabari at the 5. It'll help Jalen. Jock has been fine. Adams is fine, but we need to see what we have with him, whether he can be a good screener. And I don't know. I don't really understand why Ime doesn't do it because he's even talked about liking Jabari at the 5 and having the all switching defense. So it's odd to me. And then Amin's defense. I mean, he got his hands on 3 or 4 balls where you're just like, every game, you're like, how does he get there? How does he have the anticipation to know where he's going? I mean, he took the ball from Randall. I mean, Randall's like one of the strongest guys on the floor tonight, and he just took it like it was nothing. Led to an easy dunk the other way. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you on the shooting part. But like you said, I think the right guys are taking the shots. We're running good sets to get those guys shots. The defense, I think, is exactly the type of defense we've been accustomed to this year. It was a good half.
For sure, man. Coach Dante, holla at me, man. You brought up a couple of things, and it looked like it's coming to pass. So,
hey, man, like I say, man, hey, as an actual coach, like I say, I don't miss nothing, but appreciate you, man, for giving my props. But
sure.
Yeah, other than that, man, like I think the team defense is great all around. I think Ime Udoka come in with a perfect game plan. Hey, if they want to set a screen for Anthony Edwards, hey, trap him, get the ball up out of his hands. You seen like 3 or 4 times when the Rockets double teamed them, and you had Jabari Smith or Amin Thompson backside watching Rudy Gobert wanted to go to the paint, or you see them drop coverage, fake the screen, you see them fake the help, and then they try to get that lob to Gobert. You seeing Alp. You seeing Amin Thompson just knock it away. We know Rudy Gobert ain't fit to score no basketball unless it's creativity again. And like Slater said, man, I like what Alp is doing. What he wasn't doing in the Portland game, the second Portland game. Y'all be a willing passer. You know they're not gonna guard to play you one-on-one. I don't care if you have the 4-time defensive player of the year. They're not. They know you can. Rudy Gobert cannot guard you one-on-one. And I think people are starting, teams are starting to know that. Make the right play, just like you did to Fred VanVleet, top of the three, wide open. Even if guys wide open, continue to make the right play. The double is gonna come. And then I wish he kind of with the last play when he did turn the ball over, and I like the thought process, but I like you to go score that on Julius Randle. You was right in great position to go score that on Julius Randle. Now, if they're gonna play you one-on-one, you just go ahead and cook. Now, I like what Jabari doing, man, knocking down his shots. Fred VanVleet looks very good out there. You know, Dylan Brooks had a fadeaway turnaround, but that's speaking on because he's hot. He's got a rhythm at that point. But I like the way the team defense is impressing me a lot more. Continue to get the ball out of Anthony Edwards' hands. Play drop coverage, and you know they're gonna want to throw alleys to Rudy Gobert. And I just like the way we're being disciplined on the defensive side of the basketball. I like the way we're being disciplined. And Amen Thompson, what can we more say about these guys, the Terror Twins? They're gonna come in, they're gonna flip the game at some point. And Amen Thompson one-on-one defense it's just spectacular, man. I mean, his 90 feet defense, that 90 feet defense, I don't know who was dribbling the ball, he took those cookies and took it to the rim and dunked it home. His 90 feet defense is awesome, dude. I like that. Man.
I wanna give hopefully real quick one note on Tari. Tari when he had that little fall. He didn't come back in the game. Hopefully he all right. But I wanna give Sengun some credit right now. Maybe people might look at his numbers and say, "Oh, he 1 for 6. He only got 2 points.
I'm not worried about that.
And 3 rebounds."
Yeah.
Man, listen, he a plus 16. You know what that's called? That's called impact, bro.
Yep.
Just because you don't have to put up like your favorite raw numbers to have an impact on the game, bro. And this is the kind of stuff that we see from superstar players. He's gonna end up getting his eventually at some point because they're gonna have to. Right now, the Minnesota defense is allowing Jabari and Dylan and Fred to kind of get off. But do they want to continue to live like this, or they want to get? If the right hand don't get to the left hand wheel, which one they want to choose right now? That's the kind of way we're playing right now. We're sharing the ball on offense too a little bit. The ball hasn't stuck in nobody's hands. Too much as it did like over the past couple of weeks where it's sticking to people's hands. Hasn't been doing that too much this game. Right now we have 17 assists at the half, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Good. That tells you everybody getting a shot, everybody touching the ball. Yep.
Most definitely. Jalen, he was solid. He only took 3 threes. That's the number one thing I'm gonna start watching with him. How many 3-pointers is he taking? Because to me, he's bailing out defenses for every 3-point shot he takes. It's a bailout. Stop doing that. I don't care how open you are. You also quicker than everybody else and faster than everybody else. So go ahead and get to the rack and make them force you to make a different play. So I'm happy with what I've seen so far in the first half, but I'm expecting adjustments from Minnesota. I don't know how much other adjustments they can make because right now the only creator that they really have, I mean, Julius Randle, he's a creator for a big man, but I mean, if we're gonna trap Ant Edwards and force other guys to make plays, and they're not really doing a good job of that, I can live with that kind of offense. I mean, that kind of defensive game plan.
I think that's a hell of a game plan that he made. Take the ball.
You said that too.
You don't want him going one-on-one with nobody. He's gonna get it. Plus, we're gonna have some breakdowns where he's gonna get his. Gonna get his. We're gonna have some breakdowns. But again, I like what we're doing. No, don't make live ball turnovers, which we haven't. Rebound the ball well, which is we've been doing. We have made shots, but other than that, keep doing that. I like that defense. Get the ball up out his hand. Make Jaden McDaniels make a shot. Make him make a shot, which is he has made probably 1-3 at this point.
Yeah, he made one.
Make those other guys make those other guys beat you. Don't let the one person. Don't let Anthony Edwards beat you. And plus, he's a 44% 3-point shooter now. Don't let him get into a groove. Just keep doubling. You're doing a great job of playing drop coverage, and you're doing a great job of still being able to get back and protect the rim. You're doing a good job of communicating. Keep that game plan on. That's working right now.
Yeah, it's working right now. And they have a lot of chemistry issues on their offense, as you can tell with their turnovers, bro. Like, they have chemistry issues, man. And I did think that was something that we could kind of take advantage of. Especially when Tari and the men come in, which is what happened. They turned them over like a bug and got out in that break. I don't know what adjustments they can really make because again, you got one creator and it really limits your floor. Man, that lowers your floor a lot.
I think the
Rudy Gobert is not to be afraid. Now go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think the difference that to me, what I would do if I was them, just looking at what's happening here, is I think you need a lot less Julius Randle, you need a lot more Nas Reed. Julius Randle is a -15. Both Gobert and Reed are -4 and -1 respectively. I mean, they're playing a lot better with both those guys on the floor. They're not playing well with Randle. I think the point is made that that coach made about how they were trapping and how they were having the correct guy there at the basket to stop any plays. So one of the problems that the team has is whenever you play Jalen and you hide him in the corner against somebody and he's not guarding the ball, he's your weak side helper. And that sucks.
Yeah.
Whenever you have Amin or Tari there in order to come in and help, that's way better. And it's honestly, it's just not a good use of Jalen's defensive skills. He needs to be an on-ball guy. He doesn't need to be.
Yeah. He's much better
around the paint. So
he's much better on ball than on the wing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's the problem. So when you have him in the game and he can roam and he can be the guy that's there helping whenever they double, or like you said, they're faking the traps. They're doing a lot more exotic stuff on defense. You can do that stuff whenever you have a good guy at the bait, at the nail there. So I think that's to look for. But I would just not play Randle as much because he's just mucking up the game. I think our game plan against Randle is very good.
Yeah, he's creating chemistry issues for them. Like looks like a lot of people don't know what they want to do when he gets the ball. His teammates don't really know where to be.
I mean, everybody else is going. If he gets the ball, like I said, he has a tendency to stall offense. If he gets the ball, he's gonna want to go. He's gonna want to go one-on-one. He's gonna want, and everybody else to stand around. That's just what Julius Randle is. Yes, it's cute, averaging 21 points and stuff like that. But it's like you got to get some. Like you got Anthony Edwards on that team. You got to get some movement with Julius Randle. And Julius Randle is a guy, that wants to stall the ball. He has to have the ball in his hands. He has to be able to score to be successful. But like I said, I like our defense, man. Like I say, every time we come up on, we double Anthony Edwards, bought Jabari Smith or Amin Thompson, whoever one of them guys, or Tari, one of them guys got backside. And again, Rudy Gobert just gonna, if he want to go, he's just gonna have to finish over you. He's gonna have to dunk it or finish over you. And I like what Jabari did. That's a perfect game plan for Ime Udoka. So I keep that strategy on throughout the whole game. I keep that strategy on, real.
As big as Rudy Gobert is, he don't really have no touch. He may have a high field goal percentage, but he doesn't necessarily have touch. Around the
rim. I feel goal percentage when you dunking the ball and catching alleys all the time. Yes,
If that's all, you're gonna have high field goal. You got to lay it in and put some touch off the glass. Got to put the right spin on the ball. He don't got none of that. So what y'all expecting in the second half, man? As far as what do we do on offense? Because the defense, I don't really too much worry about that. How does the offense keep pace, or what do they do? Because their shooting is not. Again, the right people were shooting, but even them, they go dry sometimes.
Yeah, the fourth quarter is going to tell the story. I mean, I think during the third quarter and, even before the last 7-8 minutes of the game, we're going to be able to get out, create turnovers. Like you said, they're indecisive whenever Randle's on the floor. Part of that, I think, is, Randle and Gobert are not they don't play well together.
Terrible.
Randle's more of a hub, and you can't have a guy in the post when you have a hub. But all that being said, I think they can get some live ball turnovers. The offense will probably sustain itself for those first 18 minutes, 14 minutes. And then it's about what happens in that last 7 and 8. And, can Şengün make the correct plays? Can Fred hit the shots? Jalen's been good in the clutch. Is he going to have some magic where he gets to the basket and gets some fouls? I mean, that's kind of what it is, and Jabari's been shooting well. So that's
hopefully we don't need any late game magic. And I want to see Şengün kind of get going for himself too. Sure, the game plan looks good right now, but they're going to adjust to that. They're going to switch something up. They're going to probably stop helping off of either Dylan or Jabari. And they'll do something different. I can just tell. They have to, because this ain't going to work. And even when they do that, Alpern has to make sure he makes his layups. I know it's kind of been a bit of a problem for him this season, but again, when you think about all the big ass centers that he didn't play, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Tip, I was going to start soon, man.
I think Şengün's going to get a lot more assists. So
he's got 5 right now. He could be on triple double. He only got 3 rebounds, but yeah, we're gonna find out. All right, man. Appreciate you for coming through, Mr. Slaughter. Everybody else, if y'all still with us at this time, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe, the whole nine. We out.